Yes, now we'll discuss about the development of ovary. First of all, this is ectoderm, endoderm, notochord, paraxial mesoderm, intermediate mesoderm, and lateral plate mesoderm. This is lateral plate mesoderm, and this intermediate mesoderm here this is mesentery. Here is portion of the intestine. This yolk sac. This area develops from intermediate mesoderm. This intermediate mesoderm from the nephrogenic cord, and here this area is where nephrogenic cord is formed, and medially this coelomic epithelium. This is coelomic epithelium. Here this cells proliferates and forms sex cord. These are sex cord cells. Sex cord cells form the sex cord. And as you know, in the yolk sac, primordial germ cells are formed. Primordial germ cells. From here, it reaches into this area, and cells incorporate with the sex cord, and now sex cord arranged in form of follicle. This is primordial cells, germ cell, around which the sex cord cells are arranged. Sex cord cells are arranged around this. So these are the sex cord cells which are arranged around the primordial follicles, primordial germ cell. So these are primordial germ cells in the central. If you enlarge this is position of primordial germ cell, and these are the sex cord cells. So sex cord cells arranged around the primordial germ cells and form the primordial follicles. This is primordial follicles. So this is primordial follicles around the primordial germ cells. The cells of sex cord arranged. And here another thing, the mesenchyme cells. After the formation of these follicles, here in testis you have seen mesenchyme cells from here to here form the tunica albuginea, but in case of ovary, tunica albuginea is not formed. That's why even after birth, this coelomic epithelium may form the sex cord cells and primordial follicles. Another structure, if you see, here is position of, this is mesonephric duct. This is mesonephric duct, and here are mesonephric tubules. These are the tubules, mesonephric tubules, and here is paramesonephric duct. So like paramesonephric duct. So these tubules become disappear gradually, and in some part of mesonephron it persists. If you see this diagram in longitudinal way, you will find here are this is primordial, this is coelomic epithelium, from where sex card cells are formed, and these sex card cells now rearrange after coming this primordial germ cell. So this is primordial germ cell. Here are primordial germ cells. Around the primordial germ cells, the sex card cells are arranged and form the follicle. Here the sex card cells now arrange around to this and forms so follicles are formed here. These are the primordial follicles. And here, this is position of mesonephric duct. This is mesonephric duct. Here, mesonephric tubules are formed. In male, this mesonephric tubules form the vasa efferentia and connected with the rete testis and with the seminiferous tubules. But in female, this cortical part of the developing ovary persists and its medullary part gradually degenerated, and here these structures also become degenerated. But some persist. And another thing, here is position of this is position of paramesonephric duct. This is paramesonephric duct. This paramesonephric duct, here is uterovaginal. Here uterovaginal canal is formed. Here is position of having part of urogenital sinus, and here is also paramesonephric tubule is formed. Paramesonephric tubule. So this form here fimbria, and this part form the uterine tube. This form the uterus, cervix, and upper part of the vagina. And here is this is mesonephric duct. The most part of the mesonephric duct disappear, but some part persist. If you make another diagram of the uterus, this is Here is position of developing ovary. So this is position of the developing ovary, this developing ovary. These mesonephric ducts, here mesonephric ducts persist as, here is mesonephric duct, if some part persists, form the epiphora. It forms the epiphora, and some part only tubules are present. This is known as pyrophoron. So this is present in the, this is pyrophoron. Here lies, as you know, here lies broad ligament. So the structure lies in the broad ligament, and if in some cases this persists, this mesonephric duct persists and reaches up to this. This may persist and reaches up to cervix, but it never open into the uterine tube or cervix. Reaches here, this duct persists, and it is known as Gardner's duct. Gardner's duct. It forms the Gardner's duct. Sometimes a tubercle is present here. They are here. Only lower end of this persists as Gardner's cyst. This is Gardner's cyst. So these are the remnant of the mesonephric duct, and as you know, paramesonephric duct form the uterine tube, uterus, cervix, and upper part of the vagina. So this is all about the development of ovary, and this ovary developed in lumbar region, and from lumbar region it reaches to labium majus. Sorry, it reaches to pelvic cavity, true pelvic cavity. It is connected with the gubernaculum. Here, this is gubernaculum. This gubernaculum is attached with the uterus and form the ligament of this is ligament of ovary. It forms the ligament of ovary, and its remaining part here, this part, this is gubernaculum. So this part is attached to the uterus, and its lower end, it passes through deep inguinal ring, then it passes through the inguinal canal, then it passes through superficial inguinal ring, and here, after passing through superficial inguinal ring, it merges with the labium majus. So this is gubernaculum and differential body growth, through which, and hormonal action, through which this ovary descend from lumbar region to reach into the true pelvic cavity, and from here this remaining part of this part of the gubernaculum attached with the body of the uterus, from the ligament of ovary, this part of gubernaculum from the round ligament of uterus. So this forms the round ligament of uterus. It passes through deep inguinal ring, inguinal canal, superficial inguinal ring, and it merges with the tissue of the labial mucus. So it merges with the tissue of the labial mucus. So this is course of the gubernaculum and how the ligaments are formed by the gubernaculum. Now it descends from the lumbar region. It may reaches, sometimes this ovary may reaches up to here. It may reaches up to inguinal canal, or in some cases it may reach up to labial majus. So this is abnormal descent of the ovary. There may be absent of ovary. There may be duplicate ovary on one side or in both sides. So these are the development of the